travel back in time to when we were kids. And those are the best dreams. Imagine how happy we would be if we could relive all those moments. In fact, they are much closer than we think. It's official. Austin the butler is going back to his childhood home. One full of wonderful memories and beautiful stories.
So audio. Can I hear this stupid cavication of my water cooler? So average erections a day, probably like, including at night and then during the whole day, probably like at least 10. But I'd say on a good day 15. Can you hear that stupid water cooler in the background there? Hello, hello. How's the audio? There's not too much background noise there. The divided. Computers run like shit. I got a bunch of air in my water cooling all-in-one unit, and it's just noisy as fuck. Okay, cool. So we started this Kreigmarine build. It's been a couple weeks, but September's nuts for me as far as work's concerned, so I'd like to keep going on it. I'm actually going to search for... Bear with me, we're just starting up the stream here. Get the first one on. Let me get some YouTube friendly music. Because remember last time it was pretty sparse between conversations. It's a little dry. No copyright music, YouTube. There we go. Just nice light background noise. Yeah, I haven't set this mic up. I had Audacity from the makers of all the best software, Adobe. Turn this down a bit more. So Audacity from Adobe is like some of the sickest audio software I've ever seen. And I set my thing up. I got a download of a profile, and I set it up, and it was so clean that you could actually have like someone almost standing next to you or a TV going in the background, and it will only pick up your audio like right near your vicinity. I got a nice Audio Technica T2200, I think. No, AT2020, but the USB model, so it doesn't have a DAC or anything like that. But when I had it set up on Audacity, it was just clean, crisp, radio type sound, no background noise, even from like say a foot and a half away. But they want like $24 a month for Audacity, or you can go Adobe full for the year for stupid money, and I just can't afford it. So I got to deal with what I got to deal with. I'm looking at other audio programs. If you guys know of something that's freelance or cheaper that can like minimize background volume, I used it on my last mic when I was doing all those Let's Plays. I can't remember what I used, but I remember just the fact that I used to do Let's Plays and I wouldn't broadcast. It was easier because I could actually manipulate the audio. If I broadcast now and I'm doing this live, it's hard for me to actually use a third-party software and then have it run with YouTube or XSplit. So I digress. I can't remember what we were doing. I didn't even watch the last video, but I do remember the theme of it was Kreigmarine. Let me know if the volume's too loud or too soft in the background there. I just got some copyright friendly YouTube songs. What kind of mic filters though? Like I don't have a pop filter, like a physical mic filter, but do you have like what's a software filter? Because I use this, honestly, this Audacity, AUDI. I can almost probably pull it up on the screen. If I do, can I do this? I'm not gonna fuck around with that, but what's the one I used? No, not Audacity. Adobe Audition. Adobe Audition has this, like it's worth its money in tenfold if you're doing enough of it, right? But if I do this twice a month or 3 times a month, I can't afford $24 a month US to have like the most beautiful voice. So I'm looking for like cheap alternatives to filter out background noise, because I've got tons of it in this building, whether it be footsteps or just even, I can deal with pops and stuff like that. I can get a pop filter and I'll get a mic boom. I got a good mic. It's a decent Audio Technica mic. It's, you know, $220 Canadian. Best mic I've ever had, but now it picks up so much, right? So any software mic filters would be much appreciated. I've also got my all-in-one cooler for my computer. I just tried to take it apart last night, and I must have pushed a bunch of air into it, because now I can hear is water running through the frickin' pump. So so OBS has it in there. Hold on. If it's on OBS, then what's it in there? Extensions? Tools? Oh yeah, man, they got, I'm just in the general settings here and they got a ton. Sample rate. I gotta fuck around with my line. Other. Sorry about that. My bad. Sorry, I'm not an OBS, I'm on XSplit. That's why, fuck. All the settings on XSplit, not OBS, sorry man. Is OBS free? If you can, man. Like, I got, oh, I got OBS on my computer, I can use that. It's just, I know the audio is shit right now. Meantime, tips. In the background there. I've been playing Kerbal. Tried running it on DirectX 11. Doing this computer up. Skylands? Max, what can I say? Quick, I'm gonna try OBS here quick. I want the audio to be